Good morning. I'm Logan Penfield. I'm the Housing Development Manager for the City of Sioux Falls. Today, I'm here to highlight two important messages. One, I want to go over an overview of the impacts that the Housing Division had in 2024. And second, I want to highlight the housing programs that we have available to residents of the City of Sioux Falls that are now open. First off, what we do, we work to leverage and maximize federal, state, and local funding to help produce, preserve, and rehabilitate housing options that are safe, sanitary, and affordable to those who meet those income requirements. We accomplish this by administering our own programs and supporting strategic housing initiatives through partnerships and reinvestment opportunities. In addition to number of units, rents, income eligibility, our team also prioritizes projects that invest in neighborhoods for revitalization purposes. We primarily distribute funds via deferred, forgivable, or low-interest loans, which protect the city's investment and is a financially sustainable approach to ensure the program's longevity despite any uncertainties that may arise through federal funding. We take a data-driven approach to understand housing needs by working with Augustana Research Institute to do housing needs assessments sporadically. For 2025, the Housing Division's budget was $12.5 million, which represents a $1 million increase over 2024 thanks to the City Council's understanding of the value that our programs have to the community. Looking at impacts for 2024, we are currently in the process of finalizing our housing numbers and impact for FY 2024. We do this through our consolidated annual performance and evaluation report, or CAPER as we call it. This is a requirement for HUD funding annually to report on the last year's outcomes. 2024 highlights include $8.55 million invested into creating or maintaining affordable housing options in the City of Sioux Falls. Additionally, more than $4 million of funding was encumbered by projects in 2024 that will ultimately be expended in 2025. In total, 2,086 people were helped or received housing assistance in 2024. This includes 213 completed projects, 138 of those are rehabilitated units, and 75 of those are newly created units throughout the City of Sioux Falls. In total, these investments supported 1,089 households at or below 50% of AMI, another 43 households at or below 60% area median income, and 59 households at or below 80% AMI. And 80% AMI, the way we're talking about it, can be defined in multiple ways. HUD defines it as low-income housing. You'll have people refer to it as workforce housing. When we get into the single-family rehab programs, we can talk a little bit about what those income limitations actually mean in the real world. But for notable strategic housing partnerships that completed projects in 2024, a couple I want to highlight. First off, 41 Flats is a 41-unit tax credit on the west side of Sioux Falls, which opened up its doors in, I think it was June of 2024. Those are 41 units, all below 60% of area median income. Next is partnerships with Habitat for Humanity. Habitat for Humanity largely works with large families. In 2024, on average, the household size was 5. So each house that was produced by them served 5 people, so a family of 5. We completed 8 projects with them, so 8 single-family homes in 2024. Interlakes Community Action Partnerships, another large partner the city has. The partnerships with ICAP has been expanding in the last year. As far as units produced, they did the Community Commons project, which opened up this fall, and that's 10 units for families experiencing homelessness. That's a partnership between ICAP and creating those units and Bishop Dudley administering them. And those are all family units over at ICAP's Community Commons project. Put 2 additional partnerships with ICAP include Heartland House, which served 79 households through rapid rehousing, and then Bright Futures and Bright Futures program, which provides case management and tenant-based rental assistance for families, and there was 230 people that received assistance through that program. All of those programs, the tenant-based rental assistance, the Bright Futures, I should say, and Heartland House, are for populations that are defined as homeless or at risk of homelessness. So you're really talking about deep income targeting, and those programs primarily support families with children. These stats are all available online in our CAPER summary book, which was posted earlier this week. You can view that at siouxfalls.gov/housing. We also, on March 20th, have a public comment period, which you can join at Sioux Falls City Center. You can learn more about that online as well. Next, we have our housing programs that are ongoing. I want to overview these programs that we have available for Sioux Falls residents. Residents can apply for these programs year-round, but we know in the spring and in the early summer is the most popular time for residents to start doing home repairs. Our programs offer direct monetary assistance for repairs to single-family homes, rental units, or mobile home units. Applicants must meet certain eligibility criteria, 80% of median family income, and again, I'll get to that in just a second, to utilize those programs. The first program, and by far our largest program, is a single-family rehabilitation program. You see a few before-after pictures on the screen here. This program is for owners of single-family units, single-family homes who may need repairs to keep them safe and sanitary and affordable. Examples of these repair replacements includes plumbing, heating and cooling systems, electrical work, roof repair replacement, windows, screens, insulation, winterization. Handicap accessibility actually qualifies. We deal with a lot of elderly folks that want to stay in their home. They might be income restricted to Social Security or very limited income, but they have their home paid off and they just need to make some adaptions there so that they can maintain that home and stay in that home. And so that's a very popular program for seniors too. We give assistance through a zero interest deferred loan. We don't take repayment on those loans until the individual or family sells that house or moves out of that house. As long as they are living in and maintaining that home, it's a secondary mortgage or a mortgage on their house that they never have to pay back while they're living in it. This program is capped at 80% of median family income. So, for example, I mentioned this multiple times, 80% AMI for a family of four is 80 for 2024, and these change annually. But for 2024 and the first half of 2025, that number is $84,500 for a family of four. For a single individual, it's just over $59,000 at $59,150. The next program is the rental rehabilitation program. This one isn't income restricted, but we do work with rent limitations on this one. So this program does eligible interior and exterior work to rehab multifamily units, from single-family homes to apartment units of 30, 40, 50 units, exterior and interior work. This is assistance that is provided through a low interest or zero interest loan over the course of 8 years for the property owner. It gives 6 months of zero interest, and then after that it's based on the rent that's going to be charged. So we try to target really workforce or low-income housing units to try to help get needed investments into them. We see a lot of older, smaller buildings that take advantage of this, 6, 8, 12 plexes that are 40, 50, 60 years old. We'll do an 8-year loan. I think it's $20,000 a unit is the max you can do. So you can really rehabilitate some of those older units. So for interest rates, it varies based on rent. The highest we charge is 3% interest if you're at 65% rent limit, which is a calculation that HUD puts out annually. 1.5% interest if you're at 50% rent limit. And then if you're at or below what's called fair market rent, which is a calculation that HUD puts out annually, and it's really important because to accept vouchers, you have to be at or below fair market rent. To put project-based vouchers or to use TBRA, which we utilize with the Bright Futures program, FMR is the cap on rent. And that is, you get a 0% interest, 8-year loan if you have rent capped at FMR. So it helps, A, reinvest into some of these older buildings, but it also supports ensuring that more units are available for programs that we administer and for partnerships with Sioux Falls Housing or with ICAP to utilize those resources. Lastly, we have the mobile home repair program, and this program provides financial assistance to residents who own a mobile home within the city of Sioux Falls. All our programs are within the city of Sioux Falls, but I just wanted to highlight that because there's some locations outside of it that people might be interested in applying for. This offers a $5,000 one-time assistance for mobile homes. It's a forgivable loan. We talk about deferred or zero interest. This is an example of a forgivable loan. It's $5,000 to help do necessary repairs to that mobile home. Repairs such as faulty heating systems, electrical, plumbing, etc., siding, roofing, that kind of thing. Applicants are restricted at 80% of area median income, or FMR, or family median income, I should say. And again, that's the same as the single family rehab program. The difference with the mobile home rehab is that the $5,000 is forgiven after 5 years if you're or after a year if you're still living in the home. All these details for these programs and the applications are available online at siouxfalls.gov/housing. Applications and funding are currently available, and getting ready for the spring work season and lining up some of these projects. We're hopeful that we're going to see an uptick again. We always do in March and April. So if you're watching this and you're interested, please go to siouxfalls.gov/housing to learn more about our programs and to apply. With that said, thank you for your time today, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you.